Emma was always in a rush. Her days were packed with work, errands, and endless to-do lists. She barely had time to notice the people around her. One rainy Monday morning, Emma was late for work. As she ran to catch the bus, she bumped into an elderly man carrying a heavy bag of groceries. The bag fell, and apples rolled across the sidewalk. "Watch where you're going," Emma snapped, barely slowing down to glance at him. The man muttered an apology and bent down to pick up the scattered apples. Emma didn't stop to help. She had her own problems to deal with. When she reached the bus stop, the rain had turned into a downpour. Her coat was soaked, and her coffee had spilled in her bag. As she climbed onto the bus, she noticed the elderly man from before sitting quietly in the back. His clothes were wet, and he held his torn grocery bag tightly. For a moment, Emma felt a twinge of guilt. But she quickly brushed it aside. "It's not my fault he wasn't paying attention," she thought. That day at work didn't go well. Emma's boss criticized her for a mistake in her report, and her co-worker ignored her suggestion during a meeting. By the time she left the office, she was in a terrible mood. As she walked home, she passed the park near her apartment. She saw the same elderly man sitting on a bench under a tree, staring at the ground. Something about the way he sat, his shoulders slumped, his hands trembling, made her stop. Against her better judgment, she approached him. "Excuse me," she said softly, "are you okay?" The man looked up, surprised. For a moment, he didn't answer. Then, in a quiet voice he said, "I lost my wife last week. She was my world. Now I don't know how to go on." Emma's heart sank. She thought about how rude she had been to him earlier, how she hadn't even stopped to help. Suddenly, all her own problems felt small. "I'm so sorry," she said, sitting down beside him. "That must be so hard." The man nodded, his eyes glistening with tears. "I've been trying to keep busy, running errands, going for walks, but it feels empty." Emma didn't know what to say, but she stayed with him, listening as he talked about his wife, their favorite memories, the little things he missed about her. When they finally parted ways, the man looked at her with gratitude. "Thank you," he said. "You reminded me that I'm not completely alone." Emma walked home feeling lighter. She realized how important it was to be kind, even on her busiest days. Everyone carries invisible burdens, and a small act of kindness can mean the world to someone. Message: be kind, even when you're busy. You never know what someone else is going through. A little empathy can change someone's day, or even their life. Taking time to care for others doesn't cost much, but it makes a big difference. Let's learn some words from the story. Errands. Meaning, short trips taken to complete a specific task or duty, like shopping or picking up something. Example: I have to run errands like buying groceries and picking up my dry cleaning. Twinge. Meaning, a sudden, small feeling of pain or guilt. Example: she felt a twinge of regret after saying something mean to her friend. Slumped, meaning to sit or stand with shoulders and head bent forward, usually showing sadness or exhaustion. Example: he slumped in his chair after hearing the bad news. Glinting, meaning shining with a small, quick flash of light, often referring to eyes or objects. Example: the knife was glinting under the kitchen light. Empathy, meaning the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. Example: her empathy helped her comfort her friend during a tough time. Muttered, meaning to speak in a low or unclear way, often when someone is annoyed or upset. Example: he muttered something under his breath, but I couldn't understand it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.